Okay, y'all, I am back again with my table settings. I've got this one last table setting, and this is a romantic, um, Afrocentric, cozy fall and winter table for two in your den. When you need that extra space and you got that table sitting down there for decoration, use it for extra space. So this is also one of my favorite settings here because it has my Afrocentric flair to it. And I just love it. And it is a table setting for two. And it's just right off in a corner in my den. My den, the rest of the den is to that way. And then you look over here, and here's this little nook I've got. So you can use those little nooks that you got when you have company. Now, the teens usually sit down here when they want to sit at the table and eat, if they don't want to sit at the dining room table. So this is just a good space, and it's easily decorated. It's a nice little space, and it can be real romantic if you need like a little romantic, cozy, or if you just want some me time to sit down there and just be you and just sit down and read a good book. As you can see, I've got some nice books down here. I like to read my African American history, books on decoration, and just different things that are going on Afrocentrically. So anyway, this is my little Afrocentric play on a little Afrocentric decor. I've got some other things that I will pull out in that genre as I feel like pulling them out. But this is just one of those quick ones that you can just sit and see. That table there has a lamp on it. And so you can turn the light on where you can see, or you can make it even cozier. I can flick the overhead light out and it gets cozier. Or if it's during the daytime, of course, I got the window over there. I close the shades. But what's most that I want you to see is just how you can just take dishes and things out of your. Where was that? Okay, sorry about that. Anywho, you can just take dishes out of your china cabinet and just make up any kind of little vignettes that you would like to for yourself. Like now, I'm getting ready to have lunch. I'm just going to sit right down here and have my lunch. Not a thing in the world wrong with it. So, with that being said, I'm going to run to the kitchen, grab my food, and I'm going to sit right down here and have lunch because it's just, it's a setup for two. It's easy enough, and I want to watch some stuff on TV, so my TV is right across the room. So I'm going to just sit here, and I've been doing errands this morning, so I need to relax. So I'm going to get down here and relax and sit at this little table. But it's just another one of those table settings that you can use to have a reason to pull out those dishes and just set it up exactly like you want to. Okay, or if you had one friend stop by, y'all could sit down there and eat a sandwich, have a cup of hot tea, a salad, or whatever. But I'm gonna have me some leftovers, y'all. So hang tight, and I will be right back because we're gonna talk just for a minute, and we're gonna pray continuously as I've been talking about for those people who are still going through. So hang tight just for a minute. Okay, y'all, as y'all can see, I'm getting ready to sit down and eat my food. I like my food piping hot, so y'all can see the steam cutting off. I am eating leftovers from yesterday's dinner. This is some of my chicken casserole. It is wonderful. I told y'all this is epic chicken casserole, and it has a little kick to it because remember I put that jerk season, and the jerk season is hot. I put a little bit of red pepper in there, and I've got some cabbage. So some of my casserole and some cabbage, and of course y'all know I got my fresh salsa sitting right here. Gonna eat some of that. Got me some cold water with a little bit of lemonade in it. And I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy this meal because I am hungry. I have been doing errands all day. I had to drive about 30 miles out of town to take care of an appointment this morning. Got my car cleaned up. What else did I do this morning? Got my car cleaned up. Put gas in my car. And I've talked to my sister. I've talked to my friend, Barb. So I've done a few things this morning. So I'm kind of hungry. And I'm just going to ask God to bless this food for the nourishment of my body. to bless the widows, the orphans, the children, the sick, the shut in, the homeless, that they won't have to beg bread, but will be fully furnished and can sit down and enjoy a meal as I am. So I thank you and I praise you, Lord, for this food because I am real hungry. So anyway, I'm going to try and talk to you. And y'all know me, and eating and talking is just very difficult. Or eating while someone is looking directly at me is difficult. So, but I'm going to try it anyway. Because we're still talking about table settings. And as I said, this table setting for 2 is just a nice little way. Like now I'm able to sit right here in my den and enjoy my meal at this little table. My TV is right back behind me. And I can watch TV and eat my meal. So we're going to make this short and sweet because I want to eat my food while it's still piping hot. But I just wanted to come on and say hey to y'all and thank you again for your prayers, your well wishes, and for standing in the gap and praying as we've prayed along for all the things that's happening in the world today. People are still, the floods are still going on. So for all those people who are going through the flooding, any kind of inclement weather, fires, famine, whatever is going on, war, everything, political stuff, we're asking God to lift us up above that so that we can pray and lift up the arms of the leadership that has to get us through these things. So that's all I wanted to come on and say to you, because I love you so much and want to always be able to talk to you. And how about Tanya in this weight loss journey? I am so proud of her. So proud of her. I'm sure by now most of you have seen her pictures. You all, for those of you that didn't know, Lady T or Tanya Howell or the Flavor Train, that's my daughter. That's my girl. I'm really, really proud of what she has accomplished to this point through prayer and through her walk, through losing the weight to get her health in order. So, and for anybody that's going through that, I would advise, myself included, I just advise you to just take heed to what she's doing and know that it works if you work it, but you got to put in the work, y'all. You got to put in the work. And if you're prone to gain that weight, then you have to back off of some things you just cannot eat. I have had weight problems in terms of maybe a little bit, eating a little bit too much of this or that or the other, but never have had a real weight, problem per se, except, I want to get down to a certain size to get in. But one thing about it, when you get that weight on you that you don't want, it seems to want you. And so it's difficult to get rid of. So through much prayer, fasting, and just being obedient, Tanya has accomplished what she has set out to accomplish through exercising with her brother, where she and Tony were diligently at that gym every morning at 5:30 and 6 o'clock exercising, and she's watched what she's eating. So it's doable. It can be done. So kudos to her for all that she's done and for everything that she does, even on YouTube, but especially, and I'm glad that she is sharing her journey with you so that somebody else who's going through that journey can benefit from it. So just want to come on and say that publicly about my girl. So anyway, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my food. Hope y'all have enjoyed my tablescapes. In the beginning of this video, of course, you saw this little one for a table for 2, which is kind of a romantic, cozy kind of things for the fall. This is something my husband and I used to do often, is set a table, what we set the big table, and eat our meals. So just do these things, pull out some of that china and some of that flatware and the stemware, make you a nice table and just sit down and have a good meal. So anyway, that's all I want to say to you. And look, the leftovers, put those leftovers away, cover them up real good, and you can have a meal like this. Let me just show y'all. Let me see. Honey, my chicken rice casserole and my cabbage, and of course my homemade sauce. I hope y'all can see that pretty good. So anywho, y'all, I'm gonna move on and go on and let y'all go. Oh, one more thing, College Foundation. I shared with y'all, I have a student loan. I ain't, I'll confess mine. Anyway, I called there today and asked them, mine goes under the CFI program, and that program across the board does not qualify for this loan forgiveness, is what I was told, unless you have participated in some type of nonprofit organization, public service, or whatever. And they gave me some phone numbers to call to see if even at that I would qualify. So the best thing I can tell you to do is call the College Foundation, and they will direct you. In my situation, they weren't going to automatically call me. I just called them because I'm always going to follow up like that. Now, I don't know how the program works, but I'm just giving you that information. I don't know. So my thing is call them and see, okay? And take advantage of it because that's what it's there for, okay? So listen, guys, love y'all. Thank y'all for praying. Thank y'all for praying without ceasing, especially standing in the gap for being kind and doing something for someone to uplift their day. Thank you for your prayers, your well wishes, and your challenges. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. So listen, until I decide to set another table, cook another meal, or just have something to say, love you guys. Toodles.